This is the screen recording for the final project of CS50W. My final project is about an application which integrates the authentication system of Django with a CMS empowered website, a content management system website. So the first part that I'd like to show you is the authentication system. I wanted to have a site which would be able to store sensitive data in a database, like for example financial or medical data, and which had to be protected by a very good authentication system. Now Django offers that, so that was the first step to implement it. What I can show you here is that the application is called Accounts, and in it we have a full-blown authentication system which has a login, a logout, a custom user, and all sorts of forms. First of all, the custom user I implemented, you can see it here. It has fields like obviously first name, last name, but also date of birth, email, full address, country, phone, mobile phone, an organization, which is a foreign key, and interests that you can fill in with many-to-many fields, etc. And for the rest, you can fill in organizations and interests as well. This is basically the first step. And then second step is to enable that by offering login, logout, etc. I'll show you that in a separate view. This is the login field. Obviously, you can just fill in username and password. And it will log you in. Now, the whole application is here actually, in this button. All the other buttons I explain you later on, but this is the button that is really important. So here you can see that you can log in and also obviously log out. You can also sign up as a separate user. You will probably recognize most of the fields of the Django implementation, but I've made it a little bit more pretty by using Bootstrap. Here you can create the account and you can log in. I'll not do that because the video is too short. But what I will do is log in again and show you that it is also possible to update all the information by using the update button. And then you can fill in details like date of birth. I'll show you here that this is actually empowered by a calendar which is behind there, so you can fill in stuff like this, for example. You can fill in address line, zip code, city, country, the Netherlands, but you can choose all other countries as well. Mobile phone. Here the interests, you can fill in multiple interests if you want and then update it. So that's enough about the authentication system, but because I'd like to talk to you about Django CMS a little bit, because that is the content management system I used. Most sites are powered by WordPress, but that is not programmed in Python Django, so I chose a open source content management system in Django and Python, which is Django CMS. I log out and log in as an administrator so that I can show you what actually this Django CMS is about. Here you can see that we are in Django CMS, and you can already see what the power of content management system is. It is able to have very nice features like carousels and all sorts of other cards and pictures. This is all very easy to do in a content management system. So the static content of the site is easy to manage with a content management system. You can see here that the account application is fully present and integrated into the CMS. I'll show you how that is done. It's actually pretty easy. You can see here the files, and there's two extra files that you have to create. One is the CMS apps, and the other one is the CMS menus, which both are very short files. And then a few other minor modifications, and then the full app accounts is integrated into the CMS system. Now, actually, with the static site and the account, which has all the user information, you can offer different types of application. I've chosen a very simple application because that was actually not the primary goal of this exercise, which is a message board application. Maybe you've noticed that if you are not logged in, then message board application is cannot be reached, but now we are logged in, so you can see the list of posts which is available, and you can create a new post either by clicking here or by clicking here. You can create new posts. This is done in the same way as the account application, which is just hooking up the message board application as a separate hook. Here you see it in the content management system. But actually more interesting is what I've done is adding a new page to the content management system. Here in this case it's the About page, and there is here 3 columns, and what I will do here is replace 2 of these columns with parts of this message board application. So what I will do is delete the text here. Let me just delete it. Yes, I'm sure. And add another plugin, and then I will choose the list of plugins, which you've seen there. And there you can see it already. And here I will do the same. I will delete the text and add the new post plugin here. And when I publish the changes, then you can see here that those parts of the messaging applications are fully integrated into the site just by a couple of clicks. And now when I fill in a post, new posts about classical music, then you can see that it is immediately sent to the post list and fully integrated into the site. So this is quite nice, I'd like to say. Just final part, here is the contact information. All this is plug-in as well, and it's pretty simple to do. So I hope you enjoyed the short video. There's much more to it, but that's beyond the scope of these few more minutes. Thank you very much.